And that's great to see from Clint Boyer's seat.
Stewart to the lead at the white flag. We're on the last lap. Will they make it back? 4 deep behind Stewart and Kenseth. Michael Waltrip in the 55. Into the picture. Pushed by Casey Mears. Kenseth with Harvick behind him. Oh, there's contact. Stewart into the middle of the pack and over. And a huge wreck to end this race. Matt Kenseth is going to get to the finish line first. Is everybody okay? One of the championship drivers got through. Which ones didn't? NASCAR will check the video to see who was out in front at the moment of caution. They have just called confirmation that Matt Kenseth is the winner of this race. Well, here it is. Waltrip in the 55, Mears in the 13, Stewart in the 14. Watch the 2. The championship leader somehow avoided getting really torn up in that. I cannot believe it. Contact! Bob Lamar's over! It's the big wreck on the final lap! They're racing back for the win! Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart are side by side. The big crash happened on the final lap. Elliott Sadler over once and a half and on his roof. Now the car turning hard on the pavement in turn 3. Caution is out. A terrible crash to see. The attention already focused on the Elliott Sadler car.
And watch that thing fly.
Welcome to the Beat the Heat section of NASCAR Heat. We've gone out and worked with some of the top names in NASCAR to design a series of 36 challenges for you, and perhaps even a few surprises after that. As you progress through, each of the challenges will push you a little harder. Along the way, you'll face everything from hot laps around Daytona to the heavy traffic and high banks of Bristol, and even a few recreations of actual events brought to you by many of the top drivers in the Winston Cup Series in our high-octane challenges. Prior to each challenge, I'll be here to set up the scenario for you. Then you'll take the wheel and try to beat the heat. If you pass the challenge, you'll get a bronze, silver, or gold trophy, and the next challenge will be unlocked. Once you've gotten at least a bronze in a challenge, it'll remain unlocked, so you can always go back and try again to get the gold. So let's see if you're up to the challenge in your quest for Beat the Heat Gold.
The NASCAR Nationwide Series from Nashville, presented by the Coleman Company, the Craftsman Company, rather. Don't count on it being that way all the way to the finish. More green flag pit stops coming up shortly, and they're 3 wide again. Oh, trouble! Marcus Ambrose turned in the tri-oval. Montoya collected. Dale Jr. just refired from the accident scene and came to the finish line. He's picking up Jimmy Johnson, who just climbed from his destroyed race car. Incredible. Can he hang on? Will the fuel last to the finish line? Here they come to the checkers. On the outside lane, 3 wide to the win at Daytona. Wow, what a finish. So Rice takes over on its own 31-yard line with 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Andrew Roya now slides over to the center position. 77 for the Owls. Jackson looking again downfield. Nice adjustment by Mario Hall. Can he go to the house? Touchdown Owls. That's making him pay for the turnover. Trouble, oh my goodness, what a huge crash. Scott Dixon is in it.
Fans, it's not too late to order your Winston Cup yearbook in time for Christmas. That's right, Christmas delivery guaranteed. The Winston Cup yearbook's the perfect gift. Outstanding photography from every race, all your favorite drivers, all the tracks, all for only $39.95. As an added bonus, order the Winston Cup yearbook and the official NASCAR preview and press guide and receive UMI's 2002 Winston Cup Highlights DVD free, a $19.95 value. Yours free when you order both. Order now.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. says his philosophy on this race today, Bill, was going to be to run hard and run up front. Why? Because if you're in the lead, you're a lot less likely to get taken out by somebody else's mistake.
Always dreamed of competing for the Cup Championship? Well, here's your chance with NASCAR Heat's Championship feature. Championship is basically the same as single race, except this time you can compete in a series of races. We'll actually use the NASCAR point system to keep track of your season. So let's see if you can be consistent in your bid to win our Cup Series Championship. Good luck.
Don't count on it being that way all the way to the finish. More green flag pit stops coming up shortly, and they're 3 wide again. Oh, trouble. Marcus Ambrose turned in the tri-oval. Montoya collected.